welcome to your reading. I'm Karma. This is Karma Light Readings, and if you're new here, welcome. Please make sure you subscribe. This again is a general collective reading for the sign of Leo, so you may or may not resonate, but if you do, go ahead and hit that like button, boost this reading. I would deeply appreciate it. Again, quick check-in, so let's go ahead and get into it. I hope everybody's having a good holiday season wherever you are, and whatever you do, always give thanks. All right, let's get into this. What's the current energy, please, surrounding Leo? We have the High Priestess. What is your intuition telling you at this time? What's coming towards Leo? Strength. Your energy, Leo energy. What you should be doing or focused on, Spirit's advice is the Ace of Cups. And then you have the Three of Pentacles to the Three of Swords on the bottom. So there's this element of you kind of putting puzzle pieces together in your own life and putting things together and really discovering the truth of energy that has been left out. When you start to see things differently and put the truth together, it changes your entire perception of what you've been experiencing and what's been going on. You have the Ace of Wands to the Five of Pentacles. I think that you're trying to forgive certain shortcomings and certain behaviors in your past. And I think that you're trying to shine a light into areas that have lacked happiness or lacked joy, okay? This High Priestess is interesting because there's something inside of you that is leading you to discover this information or to discover these truths, okay? It's about trusting your intuition. Can you tell me about this High Priestess? Ten of Swords to the Hermit, Virgo energy. So do you have some size? I don't even drink alcohol and I sound like I'm drunk. Do you have some sort of insight, some intuitive insight into a betrayal and an ending that you're currently going through? Because you've got the Ten of Swords and the Hermit, and what's, yeah, ooh, okay. To the Death card. I mean, this is kind of like a no BS energy for me. And what I'm getting is more like you're not playing. Something is ending. That's it. That's final. And it's cause for you to pull back your energy because you're seeing something differently. Yeah, the Six of Swords to the Ace of Swords. I have to get away from all of this mess. Two of Swords. I'm blocking out any sort of manipulative energy, lies, because you've seen the truth now of what was really going on. And I feel like your innocence has been maintained throughout the entire process. But all these swords, all these daggers have been aimed at you. But you see the truth now. You know where they're coming from, when they're coming. It's not going to keep you down for long. That's why what's coming towards you is strength. What doesn't kill you only makes you stronger. And so whatever kind of defeat you've been feeling, the rise up is starting. That's why strength is here, because that's what's on its way. It's like a shift in your confidence, a shift in your power. Yeah, the Nine of Swords. Oh, you're overcoming some type of fear. And it has to do, it directly correlates to a situation that you've been in right now, an experience that you've been having. And I also feel like it's connected to stability or commitment and growth. But you have to overcome some type of limiting belief here. And I feel like what you have been going through allows you to step into your strength and power to transform a situation. It's like a dying unto your flesh type of situation. You won't be the same after this. And you're okay with letting something like stay in the past. Wow. So your advice is the Ace of Cups to the Four of Swords. I immediately am seeing this as a form of self-love, where Spirit is saying that they're asking you to kind of lay something to rest that has been draining your energy and draining your resources. You do know the truth. You sense the truth. You've seen the truth through your intuitive gifts. I think that maybe you didn't want to accept the reality of what was happening, but it looks like you're laying something to rest, and then the focus becomes more on you individually. Can you tell me a little bit more about the High Priestess to the Ten of Swords for Leo? The High Priestess and the Ten of Swords, please. What is this? Temperance and the Nine of Pentacles was behind it with the Lovers. Wow. I mean, Nine of Pentacles wanted to come out. So what are you doing? You're independent, you're on your own, and you're letting a relationship kind of come to an end here. And that's the balance that you need. Gemini to the Five of Cups, or the Lovers to the Five of Cups. Temperance, which is Sagittarius energy here. How long have you tried to work with somebody on this situation or repair something? It feels like a really long journey, but there's something inside of you, Leo, that is like, it's okay, it's got to come to an end. I mean, it doesn't mean that it doesn't hurt, but I see you looking out to your future, and I don't know if you necessarily see this person connected to it. And maybe that's where the Nine of Swords comes in, where Spirit is like, you're going to have to overcome your fear. Otherwise, you're going to stay connected to situations that you don't want to stay connected to, because you keep bringing something along that intuitively you already know you're not supposed to stay connected to. Ace of Cups to the Four of Swords for your advice, please. The Five of Swords to the Tower. Again, the Nine of Swords. How do I say that, Spirit, to Leo? It's like somebody's going to live in regret their whole life if they don't say what they want to say. If you don't overcome this fear, because again, there's something here, Leo, where you're like, it's not right. This person isn't telling me the truth. Five of Swords. I can feel and tell that something is off. It looks like there's been a lot of back and forth, kind of like also disagreements here. Four of Swords to the Five of Swords. You maybe have tried to work on this. Like I said over here, you've tried to bring healing. You've tried to gain some type of clarity. But this person is not able to express the whole truth. And you know that, you recognize it, and you sense it with your spiritual gifts. And I strongly feel like this is something where you, Spirit is like, to overcome this, you have to cut it off. That's why you have the Tower here. And it's about focusing more on your happiness, your joy, your fulfillment. Because what are you actually getting from this connection? What is the Three of Pentacles? Five of Cups to the Tower again. Six of Swords to the Five of Pentacles and the Hermit. So in comes a message. This is the outcome. It's a message about literally taking a break. Seven of Pentacles. I think somebody keeps asking you to wait. Like, put it this way. So what Spirit is showing me, and this is not going to be exact for all of you, Leo, but what Spirit is showing me is a relationship where is a commitment. Is you guys have been together for a while, and one person is saying, okay, when are we going to get married? And the other person is like, oh yeah, we're engaged, but I don't want to get married yet. So, and that might not be specific for your situation. That's just how Spirit is presenting it to me. It's like they keep postponing the growth and the solid commitment of this connection, whether it's love, whether it's business. And that is concerning. That is concerning. That is concerning. And so you find yourself at a crossroads of how you want to handle this situation and what do you want to do, because you're ready and willing to show up and work and build, but this person keeps making you wait for what? Six of Pentacles to the Three of Swords. It's like, oh no, let's wait until everything is perfect. But this person is literally breadcrumbing you, Leo. And I feel like you show up more in this situation than they show up, or you've invested more. The scales are completely off balance. And then they keep telling you, it's almost like in a relationship, but single, because here's the Nine of Pentacles. And it's just not time yet. It's just not time yet. And then here you are, Queen of Wands to the Three of Swords. It's just creating more heartbreak to you. Yeah, Hierophant, Two of Cups, and then the Nine of Pentacles. So are you in a relationship or are you single? It's like feeling alone in a connection. Here we go. Seven of Swords to the Eight of Swords, because this person isn't being truthful and they are still in some type of cycle. Eight of Swords. They're still in some type of, they're blind to the truth that's in front of them. And the longer they can keep you blind to the truth, the longer they can stay connected to you while doing what they want to do. That's just what it looks like. That's 100% what this situation looks like. And I feel like that's why we started out with the High Priestess, where Spirit is telling you to trust your gut. Listen to your intuition. Don't stay connected to something just because, otherwise it's going to drain your resources. God is stretching you, so it's about to get very uncomfortable. Spell work is being done. There's that manipulation, trying to bind you to something. They could be manipulating you with money, okay? Whatever it is, there's a lot of manipulation going on here in this situation. Do they have deep emotions for you? Yes, they do. That's why they don't want to lose you. But you're in the process of healing yourself. So when you start healing yourself and growing, you start to see things differently. You start to see the actual truth. Judas is near. And here it is. They are still dealing with a karmic. I saw that almost immediately. They're still in some type of cycle. And they are betraying you behind your back. Someone needs to take accountability. I don't know if they're going to take accountability. Yep, and they are lying to you. And then it said repeating cycles and patterns. This affects your self-worth. This affects your solar plexus. Okay, solar plexus, third eye, Scorpio energy, sacral chakra. So, you know, issues with immediate family, major transformation and rebirth. I would really reflect on this situation. I would really reflect on this particular situation, Leo, and really kind of take into consideration what your intuition is trying to tell you. And I feel like you're starting to connect the dots here. But somebody is lying and somebody needs to take accountability, but I don't think they're going to. Judas didn't take accountability until after Jesus died. Just remember that. All right. You have the letters B, I, Y, T, Q, G, the numbers 5, 3, 6, 7, 9, 1, C, X, and G again. So 2 G's. All right, Leo, I send you so much love on this journey, and I'll see you guys soon. Bye.